Hello and welcome to Zenla Zone Zero, a Zenla Zone Zero podcast by me, Eric Sorensen,
You did
and
it.
my co-host,
You nailed it.
Brian. Say hi, Brian.
Brian. Hi, Brian.
Oh, I thought that was going to be our opener.
I'll save it. Hello, and welcome back to the 6th Street Underground, a Zenla Zone Zero fan cast discussing all things ZZZ. As always, I'm your host, Eric, and I'm joined by my ever-wonderful co-host, Brian. Hi, Brian.
Hello there.
How are you today?
Oh, peachy keen.
Are you trying to sound cool so you sound cool in front of Evelyn?
Yeah. Is it working?
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
She's in the corner. She's just nodding her head. Yeah. So it must be working.
Yeah, no. I don't think it's working.
You and I could work for an entire year studying all of the rules of cool and never be 1/8 of the way cool enough to get her to look in our direction.
I think part of the problem is anyone who has to buy a book titled How to Be Cool will never, in fact, be cool.
If I Google it, then it makes me cool, right? I've got a podcast on being cool. It's called Too Cool for School. Two cool kids teaching cool school stuff. It's not a very good podcast. I want to talk about Evelyn, Brian.
Eric, before that.
Yes.
I have to have a mea culpa moment.
Okay.
So you remember last episode where I said I wasn't excited for Trigger because I didn't like the way she looked? Now,
go on.
Keen listeners may have caught a hint saying I had no idea who I was talking about when I said we fought her shadow version already.
Yeah,
the character I was
wondering.
actually thinking was named Trigger is Pulchra.
Is that Pulchra?
Yeah. So I'm not excited for Pulchra. I am very excited for Trigger now that I know she exists.
Okay. Good Lord, Brian.
I didn't know that was her. So I was like, no, I don't really like her. She's lame or whatnot. And then when you said like she looks like a cool sniper person, I'm like, wait a minute. That's not the character I'm picturing.
Yeah, you were thinking somebody different. No, we are getting Pulchra.
Yeah, I'm not excited for her, Eric.
But she's an A rank, so you don't have to be excited for her. You're gonna get her no matter what.
Yeah,
you're not gonna have to use her.
But the bad news is now there's two characters coming up that I want to pull for.
We were so close to me having a character you don't have, and that's been thrown out the window.
It's still true because you have Nekomata, don't you?
I don't.
Oh,
my standard banner luck has been absolutely atrocious. I've gotten multiple Lycones, multiple Soldier 11s, Rena, and for a while there, I've got zero. Not Rena. I don't have Rena. I have Grace. I don't have Rena. I don't have Nekomata. And until like 2 days ago, I didn't have Kaleda. But I bit the bullet, and I'd been meaning to talk about this on the podcast, and I just hadn't. I've been sitting on my like 300 standard banner rolls, like free choice, for weeks, because I was like, I'm gonna wait till there's only one of these standard characters that I don't have, and then I'm gonna use that to get them for free and have like the full roster. And then I was watching you jokers talking on our Discord about how good Evelyn plays with like a stunner, and so now I have Kaleda.
Yeah, well, speaking of rolling for Evelyn,
yes,
I got Kaleda as the 50-50.
Yeah.
Which, surprising to me, is I have Kaleda's W engine, which I did not
Congratulations.
know until I was building Kaleda out. And they were like, oh, this is the top recommended engine. It's hers. And I said, that looks an awful lot like the one I have from pulling for... Because I lost 50-50 both times when I went for Miyabi and Yanagi's W engine. So I have Nekomata's. Of course, the one character I don't have. And then I have Kaleda, so I'm now using 3 of my 4 SSR, S-tier, legendary W engines. Yeah,
there you go.
There's a term somewhere in there. I said S enough times, it counts.
I wanted to save it, but then I also was like, if it's anything like other Hoyo games, by the time there's only one remaining that I don't have, none of them will be useful anymore. So I'd rather get one I can use now than like guarantee someone I won't use later. I really like playing with Kaleda. She's so refreshingly simple.
Yes.
After the most recent kits that came out, it's just like, did you hit the second time or hit the fourth time? Use skill. Okay, cool. Get out.
She is a return to form of the original S rank characters who were just stronger forms of the A ranks. There was nothing too exciting about their kits, which is also fair. She's a tiny girl with a big hammer. Her thing is she swings.
Aesthetic. She swings and she hits things and she's fun. I like the aesthetic. I like the gremlin child. This is our Kaleda upset apparently. What I really like
also
with
the sharp
her,
pointy teeth.
The sharp pointy teeth.
I love that anime trope of the gremlin character with the pointy teeth.
Now, is that a Moe Fang or is that something different?
No, the Moe Fang is this like the single one.
Okay.
When they have the full teeth, that's just gremlin teeth.
That's just gremlin teeth. Okay. I want to talk about Evelyn, and I guess we'll come back to talking about her teammates. But Evelyn's out. We've had the chance to play with Evelyn and get to use her and most content. I want to give a quick shout out. We'll do a shout out to everybody in the community
Astra
later.
For her latest album.
To Astra for a beautiful album, triple platinum. On our Discord server, a guy named Z has gone hard on getting every like ounce of DPS out of Evelyn that he possibly can. So like I just before we start talking about it, I wanted to give just a nice little shout out to a member of our community who like really has put the time in to get some big numbers out of this character.
It makes me embarrassed the way I pilot Evelyn.
He's talking about like chaining 6 what are they called? 6 bursts like chain attacks in a row.
Chaining 6 chains.
Chaining 6 chains, 6 chains. And I'm just like, I did 2 once and it felt great. Let's talk about her, Brian. I'm not going to monopolize the conversation. How are you feeling on Evelyn? What's been your go-to? How's she built? What are you doing?
So my go-to is I make her wrap people up in firewire and then they die.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's been cool. No, I am doing the crit build on her more than the fire build because I'm not doing mono fire because I have Astra as her teammate.
Yeah.
I probably should have looked at what my actual. It doesn't matter. I got the standard build that most people have posted on the internet.
Sure. Are you running the 2-piece Inferno Metal or 2-piece something else?
2-piece Inferno Metal, and then I forget what the 4-piece I'm running is.
Woodpecker Electro, probably.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say the nice part about. Oh no, wait, no, that was me farming for Kaleda. I have a bunch of Thunder Metal, which hopefully will go on one of the 2 Lightning characters coming out because I have
someday
a ton of those. We're off track already.
Sure, we are. I mean. There was a lot of talk about gearing out Evelyn. I don't think either of us got her Wenjin, unless you did without telling me.
No, she did not come willingly. I think I got to like somewhere in the 170 roll before I actually got her. So she depleted it, so there's nothing left in the tank to go for her Wenjin.
The good news is unlike a character like Caesar who came out and there were no good A rank alternatives, we were recently given through the event like 2 events ago Wenjin that's pretty much perfect for her to begin with. The Mercado Desire one just got like that baked in crit rate and everything. I'm running a similar build. I ended up going Inferno Metal. I don't know if it's technically the best. I'm sure somebody who's better at math is figuring out more things, but I had 2 really good pieces from Inferno Metal from when I tried building Soldier 11. So Soldier 11 got gutted. And then, like, Woodpecker Electro has been here since launch, so I had a pretty good couple of pieces that were sitting on, like, Soldier 11 or on, like, Ellen, who I wasn't using as much. Build is fine. I think if you have her Wenjin, you build her a little bit different, but I don't want to mislead people and you've probably at this point already Googled it anyways, so we're not going to go into details.
I will say I won't pretend like I'm a font of knowledge. My builds usually come from me Googling, how do I make this good?
Go to Pridwin, or wherever it's pronounced, and go from there. I found getting used to Evelyn's flow a little bit. I feel like I still haven't mastered her. Like, I feel like there are things I should be doing that I'm not doing consistently enough yet. And I think some of it comes from, like, the team she's in. But just, like, looking for the attack visuals to know when I've used, like, I've built up a charge and watching the charge meter and then watching the enemies. And the team doesn't have a shielder, so I'm watching for attacks. I feel like there's a good ceiling for this character.
For me, the basics of Evelyn, I've kind of got down pretty good. Like, I'm pretty good about, building the charges as soon, so I'm not capping out on that. The one that I'm not good at doing is when you do her the super garrote, and then if you switch, you can, like, immediately, she'll, like, do it, and then, like, you switch back immediately. That little, like, combo that they teach you in the tutorial, that every time, like, real world stakes happen and a boss is swinging wildly, I just panic shift, and then all of a sudden Astra's like, why am I being controlled? You know, I'm vulnerable now.
You don't touch me. You leave me in the corner.
But no, so I will say the one thing I'm not sad about, because obviously there's always going to be, is I was hoping Evelyn would take the place of my Yanagi Miyabi team, but that is still my go-to team for, like, unless it's, like, specific. It's just like those two play off each other so well. And then especially if I have Astra as a support, so it's literally just those two bouncing back and forth like two toddlers on crack. They're just going all over the place, throwing anomaly everywhere. But I do really like Evelyn. Her character style is super cool. The fact that she throws her jacket dramatically as she beats people's asses.
Hey folks, this is Eric from the future jumping in real quick. About this time in our recording, Brian and I started to experience some technical issues that unfortunately we could not figure out how to resolve until after we were done recording. So the rest of the episode is fine. Everything is in there. But if it feels a little like push and pulley, or like the timing of things is a little bit stilted, it was a technological issue. We have since figured out how to fix it, so this should not be an issue on future recordings. But yeah, we're gonna ask for your understanding and your forgiveness. That's it. Enjoy the rest of the episode. Yeah, I'm glad that that she hasn't power cut Miyabi yet. Like, if you've got the Miyabi team, you're probably still like, that's going to be your comfy cozy go-to team. I'm glad that she's not just completely like that. That would be a really bad power creep for us if that was the case. And
I think it is also one of those where, like, the Miyabi Yanagi is SSS tier. And then Jane Doe, Bernice Caesar, and an Evelyn team are probably at, like, SS tier, where if you're super, super good and pushing, like, every high-end content, like, maybe it makes a difference. But if you play slightly stupid like I do, then any one of those teams is going to be able to carry you through everything except for those boss rushes where you do... It seems... well, this is a slight tangent, but I feel like they tricked us with the first, like, release of the bosses, and they've been getting harder. Like, as they, like, a new week is coming out for these.
The newest round of Deadly Assault.
I feel like I'm struggling on, like...
Yeah. The new...
But either way, Evelyn, super cool to play. I really enjoy... I enjoy that she has a similar mechanic to some people, but also completely different. You know, like, the building charges and everything isn't a new, like, there's only so many, like, ways you can, like, rebuild the wheel. But I think she's really cool and super, super, super fun to play, and also just super flashy.
She is, and she's so flashy. She's what I was looking up that I came back to is if you use her EX skill to dodge an attack, it does way more meter build up.
Oh,
so
okay.
like you kind of want to be juggling this idea of like use her EX skill immediately or save it for when an attack's coming in. And I've just not been able to land that timing.
Yeah.
Like I'm not used to that yet. So it's a little bit like Caesar's mechanic, as opposed to.
It does remind me. Yanagi is similar, where when you get the timing down on her EX skill, she would have a parry frame in there.
Yes. Which
didn't matter as much because it didn't like build any resource, but it's still nice that you have these people that if you time it, not only are you doing crazy damage, but you're able to like weave it into a flow and ignore bosses from what they're trying to do while you're just like beating the crap out of them.
For sure, which is like the hyper version of that is the Miyabi Yanagi Astra team, where Miyagi's like half her kit is iframes and Yanagi's skill can parry and Astra's triggering switches all the time. And so like going from that team to a team with Evelyn where like she doesn't have as many iframes has been a change.
Yes. I also just in general find piloting a stunner DPS team with Astra slightly more difficult than an anomaly team, because the anomalies they don't care too much one way or the other about like they want a lot of screen time. So if you sit on them for a while, or if you bounce back and forth, you're still doing good stuff. Whereas if you are bouncing back and forth as often as Astra like will let you, you're not playing as well as a stunner DPS wants, because they want you to sit on that stunner for a while, and then once the creature is vulnerable, then you just beat the brakes off of them.
Yeah, and I think like to tie this all back together, I think that's why like Kaleda feels so good on an like, and I imagine Lighter does too, because Lighter doesn't need a lot of fill time either. Like them on an Evelyn Astra team feels really good because they don't need as much screen time as say Qingyi does to do their stunning, or Lycone even.
Yeah.
So like I've liked putting Kaleda in that team.
Also, Evelyn wants screen time. Zhu Yuan very much wants to show up, unload her unload her gun into these people and then disappear. Where Evelyn wants screen time because she needs to be on screen building that charge. So I feel like that also it feels like it was an intentional design paired with Astra. Like they knew that she would be on field more than like the on release teams played.
Yeah. It's really snappy and fast when it all clicks. And it's a lot, and that makes it like a really fun to play.
Oh, I see what you did there. Because she does her snap when she ties people up.
Yeah, you like that? Her snap. It's so cool. It's so flashy. I tried running Evelyn. Like I've run Evelyn with Astra and Lucy, and I've run her with Astra and Kaleda. The Evelyn Astra Lucy team was interesting, and maybe I misread something, and maybe somebody else can explain this better. But the way I had it set up, I'm gonna see if I can explain this right, was Astra Yao first, then Evelyn, then Lucy. Right? So when Astra Yao uses her skill, it always switches to Evelyn next, which is what I wanted. Now, outside of having Astra's skill on, if I used Lucy's EX special, it should switch to the next person in line, right? Which would be back to Astra. But if Astra's skill was on and I used Lucy's EX skill, it gave me a free switch back to Evelyn instead, which I don't know if I was either misreading it or if that was something they explained that I didn't see it, or if that was like a neat quirk for the game. What that meant was that like Evelyn in that team was getting all the Astra buffs, but she was also getting that Lucy switch attack steroid.
Oh, that's nice.
That was really good. It was a really good setup to have going, with the trade-off being that like your Evelyn's putting out more consistent, like higher damage, but you're getting way fewer stun windows because you're not running a stunner. So that team was a lot of fun, but throwing in Kaleda really did, like, it opens up more stun windows. She is, like we talked about earlier, phenomenally simple to play. So like my monkey brain doesn't have to think about juggling what she's supposed to do as well. It's just like, oh, switch to her, use her skill, switch back again.
Funny enough, after having played these more mechanically complex characters, I thought I was doing Kaleda wrong. I'm like, where's her secret mechanic? Where's the rhythm? And they're like, no.
Right.
Swing hammer, hit big. And after I got used to the fact that it was just hit hammer, go away. And I'm like, oh, okay. Me like.
Cool. It's great. It's and like I what I like about her and I like about this is a great like thing that they do for almost all the characters in the game so far. Like Koleda's skill goes off faster and does more damage and is better for her kit if you use it after her second or fourth attack in her attack chain. Cool. But instead of having to count, when she slams her hammer into the ground from her basic attacks, that is the visual signal for you to use her skill.
Such a subtle signal too. Like easy to miss.
You never notice it. Like I like that. I like it. There are visual cues that aren't just big flashy things that let you know when to do what you need to do for your characters. And I think the same thing applies like the way Evelyn's attacks chain together and all of that. There's just a lot of attention being put into those visuals. For being a team where Evelyn's relatively complex, Aster Yao is dead simple, and Koleda's dead simple. I mean, really, Lucy is too. It's still like a very mechanically complex team to orchestrate because there's so many moving parts. And I think that's like, you know, we said it last time, but I'm going to say it again. Like, I think that's the beauty of a character like Astra being added to the game and the way that she adds complexity and nuance to a very straightforward part of the game outside of just having an overstacked, like mechanically overstacked kit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Have you tried it with anybody different? I have not been brave enough to do Evelyn without Astra on the team.
I did a Astra, Evelyn, Bernice team because I saw some people like suggest that it's just a full DPS team, and I don't know, it didn't feel good.
Yeah, if you're running Bernice, she really wants like if you run Bernice, you can do a full set of Inferno Metal. This is the one thing I know, because Astra is bad at keeping the enemy burning, but Bernice is very good at it.
Yeah, and that's kind of what that team I built. They were like, oh, it helps with the... But the thing is Bernice doesn't get her bonus because she wants either a Sons of Caledon or another Anomaly character.
Yes.
So she does not play well with that team. And I was like, it'll be fun. And I did it a couple times. I'm like, it feels awkward. Doesn't feel like... You're not getting the best bang for your buck by running her. You're better off building a traditional support stun DPS team.
I remember setting that team up and seeing the little like neutral face instead of the smiley face, and like was hit by this wave of like, I haven't had to think about this in so long.
Yeah.
For team making, but I'm not running a team without everyone being happy. I'm not touching it. like back it up.
I can't have Bernice not be happy.
She's gotta be happy. Bernice, I wonder if we'll ever... Yeah, never mind. I was going to say, I wonder if we ever have a character who's, like, always happy, but we kind of already do. Because you've got, like, Caesar who wants, like, an attacker on the... Like, attacker or anomaly on the team or something. Like, Astra Yao who wants an attacker or an anomaly unit on the team. She's always going to be happy.
We also have Ellen and Corin. Both of them are pretty chipper. I was trying to think. I'm like, who are the most dour characters? I'm like, well, there's a Nabi, but she's just straight faced. I'm like, then you have Ellen who just likes to sleep, and you have Corin.
Lycone doesn't smile.
Well, right now Lycone doesn't even talk.
Sad.
It was very jarring in the fishing event where they had a point where it was a fully voiced, I'm doing air quotes, fully voiced scene between Rena, Lycone, and Belle, and only Belle actually has a voice actress.
I saw that. I've been late getting to this event, so I was messing with it last night on my phone. I was like adjusting the volume, like, is it off? Is it supposed to be talk? And then only Belle's talking.
Belle just is shouting because you thought you were going deaf.
Wake up the whole house. That's a good segue though, Brian. Let's talk a little bit about the current events going on right now. We have the Elpis Ultimate Angler Championship going on. There's fishing. I love fishing. Man, there's fishing.
And that's really all we need to say about that event. No one cares about fish.
Man, I love it. There's so much more to say about that event. I'm not very far. Okay, have you done much of it?
Yeah, I just finished it today.
The event?
Yeah.
Okay. I've only done the first act, but I like that like this is the second event now where they're really leaning into like there's a core event narrative, but they're also telling stories with other characters. Like I don't know everything that happens. I'm hoping I can do more of it tonight or tomorrow. Maybe my kid's gonna be home, so I don't know how much I'm gonna get done tomorrow.
I'll say, fortunately, it's a long event. It's this, but I'm liking that these longer events, like the ones that actually require you to put in effort, they give you plenty of time, because I think it actually has the same amount of time left as the Evelyn and the Ellen stories. So I think you have like, by the time this comes out, you should have about 19 days.
It is. It's 19 days right now. It's 17.
Gotcha.
17 days from when this comes out. Because it's 19 right now. Yeah. So more than 2 weeks to get those done. But I'm enjoying it. I like the stories. I like the fishing mini game itself. You know, I'm a huge collector of fishing mini games. How is it on PC? Because I have opinions about it based on the system I'm using.
On PC, it's super fine. It seems like this one. I didn't do the DDR event on my phone either.
Yeah.
So both of those were really simple on PC, because you have a full keyboard, so everything's mapped super easy. You can have your fingers on every single button you need at all times. So super easy for PC.
Okay. So like I started off playing it on PlayStation, and this is one of the few times I think like we see this sometimes where developers got too excited about technology and forgot the practicality of it. The triggers, so the fishing, like the right and left hold or rapid tap are the triggers, right? Which should be fine. We're used to feathering triggers, but they've used the adaptive resistance function that the PlayStation controller has.
Okay.
So like you're really having to like work to mash it over and over again. It's not just like a free mash. There's resistance to it.
Oh, okay.
And that's very uncomfortable.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously on PC, if you build your own keyboard, you set your own custom resistance. Or you could just like bot it if you really wanted to.
I think there is different resistance based on whether it's mashing versus the hold option, right? But I keep like reacting to whenever it shows up wrong, and it just like it feels like I'm fighting my controller a little bit. So I've been doing most of my fishing on my mobile phone, which is not ideal, but is pretty easy. None of it's complicated, and this is getting deep into the weeds of things that nobody cares about. But yeah, that was just like something I noticed when I was playing through it.
I could see that being not to distract too much, but Stellar Blades fishing is absolutely atrocious if you don't put on like the easy fish mode. It is so.
I liked it.
You liked it?
But I was on controller.
Yeah, no, I was on controller for Stellar Blade 2, and I hated it. I immediately turned on the one button fishing.
It took a little learning, but I really enjoyed it. I'm also one of those people, though, like this is a full team. This is different. Welcome to Eric and Brian's Fishing Podcast. I'm also one of those people that enjoys Stardew Valley's fishing, which my wife absolutely refuses to touch because she hates it so much. So, like, I think that's just the nuances of fishing mini games. I hope it comes back again for ZZZ. I like it. I like fishing. You said it already, just so we can plug it real quick. They're 19, as of right now, 19 days. So when this comes out, 17 days left for this event. There's also 17 days for the Bang Boo event. If you haven't done it yet, if you're coming back from a hiatus, it's not too late. And the Astra and Evelyn special episode, like bonuses for doing those specials have 17 more days as well.
The fishing event can easily be done in a single day. There is nothing time gated.
Yeah.
If you are coming back and you are doing the golden carrot, I would recommend at least getting to the point where you're doing the Fall Guys stuff, because you get the daily bonus, so you can still farm everything in the golden carrot in one day, but it's easier if you do like at least one Fall Guy a day just to hit that 2200 max. Which
is like 3 games at most.
No, it's depending on which game you get. It can be a lot, because some of them, like, you're only getting like 250 with the bonus. So, like, it takes a little while to.
Okay. Well, I guess I was just really good at it, I guess. I don't know.
Well, no, I mean, because even getting first place and shut your mouth there, Mister. Oh, I can't fish on a controller because my fingers hurt.
I can't fit my fingies hurt. I get old man hands. That's
Take your aspirin and power through.
yeah. All right. Get some icy hot. If you're just coming back, knock out that Bang Boo event before you start focusing on the fishing event, because like Brian said, you can do it way quicker. There's another event that just came out. We're on day 2 of it. This the Hollow Zero Cleanse Calamity event, and it's letting us play with some of the new Lost Void equipment, or not equipment, but special items that are coming out for different characters. Have you been able to do this yet, Brian?
No, I didn't touch it.
You know what I'm talking about? Am I talking to myself?
No, I know what you're talking about. I saw it and I was like, I'll do it later.
This one's really cool. The second day is not Evelyn, but Yanagi.
Yeah.
And we already, if you've been doing Hollow Zero, like if you've been doing the new Hollow Zero mode, you've already seen most of what Yanagi can do. So like it's just more of the same. The first day is Ellen, and the changes they've added to Ellen make her feel a lot better to play, which is really exciting, and also kind of a bummer that like some of these features are not folded into her base kit.
Like the changes they've done with the special weapons in Void Zero.
Yes, yeah. So like this one, like you get to do a fight. Like when you do the fight, you only use the character. You don't get a team. It's just the one character, and they give you all of their special items. So you know, like Yanagi's special item that makes it so when she turns into just lightning bolts falling down.
Yeah.
Or she can do like infinite EII slide, like the infinite slashes and like all of those things that are really, really cool that only happen in that game mode.
Yeah.
They give you all of those for the character, but there's some new ones that are coming out that they're giving us like the chance to play with for like Ellen, and then the last day is going to be Billy. And like one of Ellen's, one of Ellen's is like after she lands her third attack and an enhanced attack string, or her second, like if she's able to chain to 2 EX specials together. So there's this really cool like fade back ice slash that shoots like a crescent of ice across the map. It's got a huge range to it, and it has iframes in it, and that just feels so good.
They were basically just like, oh, Miyabi does it, why can't I do it?
Yeah. Like I think we're gonna start seeing like characters released after Miyabi, a lot more attention put towards the distance that attacks can reach. Maybe not all to the extent of the fact that like Miyabi can just flat out clear an entire stage without moving, but one of the reasons that she feels so strong and this new Ellen thing feels so strong, and a lot of what Evelyn can do feels so strong, is like the attacks have a huge range, especially if you compare them to like a Soldier 11 or base Ellen, even, of like not having a lot of range.
Yeah,
it's cool, it's fun, and the good news is for those who are like timing conscious, easy mode and hard mode for each character takes like at most 5 minutes total. So like even if you do save that event for like the 4th day, or you don't have a lot of playtime, you'll fly through it pretty quickly. And as long as you're
it's another one of those like just super simple character.
Exactly. As long as you use their mechanics, you'll hit the time frame and you'll hit all the requirements. You'll get all the resources nice and quick, no problem.
Well, that's neat. It's always nice when they give us those nice little easy ones.
I appreciate it. It's fun to have like a fun combat event that soups up these characters. And for those who are worried, if you don't have Ellen, they give you a free Ellen to use. Or if you've got Ellen, you haven't built her, they give you a free Ellen to use. So you don't even have to have the character to get the goods.
Well, yeah, these modes, they usually do give you the character. Otherwise, that would really suck. They're like, hey, this character you don't have? Well, too bad. You don't get any resources from not having her to get her.
Good luck, sucker. Some upcoming things coming out soon. We have today's recommended film event coming up soon, where we get to talk to customers and recommend films to them. Should be very straightforward. Should be fun, and also it's a non-combat, low stakes opportunity to get more resources. Similar for the other event that's on our radar here, which is 141 Going Green for Everyone, which is they build it as recycling your used batteries to Cial for rewards, which I think just means like spend your energy for each day.
Is that how you're pronouncing her name?
How do you pronounce it?
Not Esjal.
Esjal can't be right, Brian.
No, Shial? No, that's silly. Esjal.
It would be a Y sound, wouldn't it? Cial? That's not right.
No, Esjal. That's how they pronounce it in New Eridu.
Is it a Z sound? Jal? SJ, Jal?
Just hard accent on the it's Sajal.
It's not. Brian's beyond wrong right now. Listen, man, I swear if they come out and say that's Jal, I'm gonna quit this podcast. I'm out. I'm not doing it. That's what's going on, man. I mean, there's some cool things going. Evelyn's out. Our next big characters. Keep an eye out over the next week or two for more information about Silver Soldier Anby, who's coming up soon, and also Trigger, who's coming up and is most notably not Pulchra, even though Pulchra is also coming out soon too.
The two names are very similar. It's easy to see how you get them confused, Eric.
Not even close. Not even remotely close. I mean, we're joking, but I do believe that Pulchra and Trigger both fill the same role. They're both electro stunners that can do things off field. So if you only have enough to save up for one, depending on who's on which banner,
go for Trigger.
I really like Trigger. I want Trigger. And I'm pretty sure I want Silver Soldier Anby.
I don't know why you would go hard for Pulchra anyway.
This is my hell, is what this is. This is my nightmare. But as we get more information about them, we'll of course bring that information to the listening audience
in the casual, uninformed style that you have come to know from 6th Street Underground.
The meandering, vaguely informative, and oftentimes incorrect podcast about Zenless Zone Zero. I want to do a quick plug for our socials. We, as always, have an email address. You can email us at 6thstreetunderground@gmail.com, but we also know it's 2025 and nobody uses email anymore. You can also join our Discord server. We'll put the link to join our server in the show notes underneath. Or if you listen to our podcast and you're already in the Discord server, or you have friends who you think might like podcasts or play ZZZ, you can send that link to them as well. We're working on making a cool community for people to hang out that isn't weird like the rest of the internet. And by weird, I mean hateful. We just wanted to do a quick shout out to our some of our Discord members. Mantastic, who was the first person to join our Discord, and we appreciate your bravery in talking to us dorks. Nerdfatuations joined. We have a friend named Beers, and we mentioned earlier, but we'll mention again. Zelot is man, he's going hard on getting Evelyn to work, and I appreciate seeing somebody else more competent at that character than I am. If you get the opportunity, if you like what we're doing, please feel free to leave a comment, subscribe, thumbs up, like, whatever on your podcatcher of choice. It's a little thing, but we not only do we not pay to advertise, we don't know how. So those little pieces go a pretty long way for getting our name out there and all that.
I threw a bunch of coins at my monitor and I just broke it.
Did it work? Oh no!
Wait, the opposite of work. It broke.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna have to play. You're gonna have to play ZZZ around all of the monitor chunks.
Take my money.
You have gamed on worse setups. I've seen it happen.
That's true.
We used to play a game together, and there was a time that we were playing, and we were in the middle of something pretty heated, and we heard a yell and then silence, and it was because your chair that only had like 2 wheels had just decided to fall over midway through the work that we were doing.
That was good times.
So I think you could survive this.
I can survive this.
It'll be fine. Did I miss anything I was supposed to? Oh, we also are on Blue Sky. You can find us at 6th Street Underground, SSU Pod, Bluesky. Also, don't know how to make that one work. So if anybody has advice on how to do things on social media, that would be appreciated. I am too old and clueless.
There is no better social media platform for the meme "Old Man Yells at Clouds" than a platform called Blue Sky.
I mean, yeah, we're yelling about it on Tumblr too, but then you just get a lot of fan art as well.
Or fart, as I call it.
That's it, baby cakes. That's what's going on. Or fart. Is that fan art? Is fan art fart?
Yeah, fart.
I taught my kid pull my finger, and he doesn't understand that sometimes there's not a fart in the chamber when he pulls my finger. And so sometimes he's just yanking on my hand like, do it. And I'm like, man, that's not going to happen, man.
Oh, I thought this was how you were going to say you accidentally taught your kid to poop on command.
I wish. That's the one hurdle we're trying to get over for potty training is like actually pooping. That's how we end podcasts, right? By talking about toddlers pooping.
I mean, that's the kind of production quality you've come to expect from us.
All right. Well, until next time, y'all. Bye.
Fisher, I hardly even knew her.
Okay.